Hey, speaking of Jay-Z, he might he might he might want to file one of those lawsuits
Hell yeah, we talking
and
about Swarm with or without
and
this
name him
nigga.
up and
Mm.
name a motherfucker. Hey, look, I don't know. I did just transition to Swarm like a motherfucker without even asking if you watched that shit.
I've watched most of it. I've watched enough of it to get the gist.
All right, cool then. I bet. So I don't feel bad no more.
What
So
the fuck?
Jay Z got a bone to pick with
He
Donald
should
Glover.
have a literal suit on these motherfuckers.
So if you haven't seen Swarm, Swarm is a limited series based on true events and all depictions of people, the similarities between known people
Are
from
intentional.
intentional. I meant to do that shit. So they talk about in this movie a artist named Nija. Hey, she's Beyonce, and they explore the life of an overzealous fan. I'm gonna get to that part in a second. I'm gonna get to some other things surrounding it first. Uh, Everybody lost their mind about about Chloe Bailey and her nude sex scene. She was completely naked and all these things. Cap, y'all lied.
What
She
she
wasn't
was.
completely naked. She wasn't.
She
I didn't
was.
see. Well, if she was, it means nothing to me
That was the greatest news scene.
if I don't get to see it.
That was the greatest news scene ever. You didn't think that was the greatest news scene
It
ever?
was it was one of the most strategically staged nude scenes ever. Yes.
It was the most real. It was realistic, first of all, and then they let a little fat jiggle, just like real fat. Like so, yeah, I applaud them on that. I mean that was an artistic nude. That was a Renoir of
It
nudity.
was not a nu That was not nudity, fam. There was no nudity involved with it.
Cause you didn't see her pussy lips, nigga. She was naked.
No, no. What did you see? What did you see? I'm asking
You
real
saw
quick.
her ass crack. You saw her butt
The top of
cheek.
her ass crack from a bird's eye view going down.
No, you saw her
You
whole
know
left
how many
side.
times I've seen that?
Fam, you know how many times I bust to just feet? Like it was supposed to be sexual. It was sexual.
I wasn't in a masturbatory
Well, you was going from
frame
the
of mind.
wrong thing. You was going from the wrong frame of mind,
No,
nigga. You should have been
what I was
Idris
more so
Elba in that moment.
what I was more so kind of addressing was people's outrage at the scene as though it was such a lewd act or a lewd. You just saw so much shit
It
of
was
her.
kind of lewd the way her booty was jiggling.
Fam,
Nigga,
I seen her
no,
booty
fam.
jiggle 1,000 times
Not
at this
like
point.
that. That was a
Just like that.
rhythmic.
Yes,
That was
like
a
that. You and the
rhythmic booty
motherfucker to argue
jiggle.
with too now. Yes, just like that. It ain't nothing different
No,
about her
fam.
ass moving in that motherfucking scene.
No,
Then
nigga.
I saw her pop her whole pussy on a lucite chair, fam. That was more
Yeah.
vulgar to me
No,
than the sex
no,
scene
my
in this
nigga.
video, in this
Look at
movie,
that booty jiggle again.
TV
Look at
show.
the wave of that booty thigh meat jiggle. That
Hey,
was different. That was a real booty thigh meat
hey,
jiggle.
look, hey, look, hey, look, hey, look. I don't even want to get into it
His
because you
cock
just.
piece bumped up against her raw
So do you
crotch.
feel, do you feel that that thigh meat jiggle warranted all the backlash she received from it?
No,
I
Okay,
mean,
cool.
but
yeah.
it was
You think so?
lewd. If you was asking, is it lewd? Was it lewd? Yes. Does it warrant any? Like you saw her clitoris?
I didn't say
No.
that was lewd. I said the thing that she did on the chair when she popped her pussy was more lewd than this
No,
one.
I'm asking. I'm saying yes. It was lewd. That little booty jiggle. That reality. That real. That hey. That little real booty meat jiggle over there. That was lewd. It was lewd. It may not have been X rated, but it was. That was Emmanuel enough.
No, no, not X rated. Not that at all. But again, you didn't even. It was. You know the nudity in the show that I saw.
Penises. It was way too many dicks in that
I
movie.
saw I saw way too many penises to count,
Way too many dicks in that shit.
and
Pause.
only
You have the pause. You said it.
and only 12 nipples. I saw 12 titties
You saw more titties than me, then, nigga. I only thought shit. You was
It was six.
shit.
It was six bitches in the bathhouse, and I might not have seen 12. Might have seen just about 8. I think 4 of the bitches was topless.
I only thought, look, I think you see some extra titty nipples. I was looking for titty nipples. It was so
No,
many dicks in this
no, it
motherfucking
was it was
shit.
it was
Pause.
it was it was only in one episode. It was the cult scene. It was a cult episode rather.
Again, I was looking.
But
The
most
strippers,
of those,
it was like
like I
three,
said,
two of the
most
strippers
of
and
those
two of
was
the
out of
cults.
focus. But they zoomed in. Like, look, if there was never, ever, ever, ever in my life when I was watching Home Alone, anytime I watched Home Alone, did I think that I was gonna see that little boy's little brother's dick? That's Macaulay Culkin's little brother.
That was
That
Kieran Culkin or whatever.
yes, that put his dick in the bowl of strawberries or on the bowl of strawberries.
See,
That was his brother.
I was so tuned out by then. I didn't even know.
That was episode 1.
I'm talking about the dick scene.
That was episode 1, and it came out of nowhere. I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be the PG-13 nudity of the top of an ass crack that I saw from Chloe. I thought it was gonna be the PG-13 when they was keeping into it when they had the camera shooting waist up and just applied. He was walking around his apartment nude. I thought at the most I was gonna be subjected to male butt cheeks.
The most. Oh,
The
surprise,
most. You put his whole dick in the camera. Why? Scratch that. I don't even give a fuck about why. The question I really wanted, why was there so much backlash for this woman putting a half a ass cheek on the screen and not a peep about this motherfucker's whole dick
Hey,
in focus?
see, you know what did, you know what got all this dick on
Same
TV?
episode.
You know what got all this dick on TV? Men, straight, heterosexual, straight men got all this dick on TV right now. You know why? Because they tried it at Spartacus, and we like, hey, 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 but we kept watching it, and that was just a couple ass cheeks. That was when they first started getting crazy. Spartacus, like 20 whatever.
Hey, fam. I'm not even saying that's not, I don't even have that. I don't even have that conversation about being mad about dicks.
Bad about it. Boom, ba da tell me why.
I'm asking the question: why are you all outraged at this girl for shaking the booty cheek, and this man whole dick was in the episode, and y'all didn't say nothing? I didn't have no dick warning going into this shit. There's supposed to be a penis plausibility pact I was supposed to have to sign before I watch this shit.
Hey, you know what's crazy about
I
this
love
shit though?
alliteration.
This is what these social justice warriors don't understand. They didn't learn nothing from that fucking celebrity shit in the 90s with Gabriel Carteris and Alfonso Ribeiro. You tell these motherfuckers that they can't do something and they're gonna go in the exact opposite direction of the shit. They told her we don't want you to hug this nigga on national TV. And this was the 90s. And she kissed him in the mouth. Now what y'all think? Y'all tell her booty jiggle was too lewd. She finna do. She finna Kiki Palmer get pregnant on her own and name the motherfucker Lucius.
Fam, you keep going away from the question. Why were they mad at her for that and nobody said nothing about this man showing his whole penis
No one can
unnecessarily?
answer that for them. We don't know. They're illogical.
Okay.
We're just saying that they have history to show them that being illogical does not suit. Y'all told them, you told that white lady from 90210 not to hug Carlton. She kissed him in the mouth on live TV. So if y'all tell Chloe Bailey, one who's known to fucking buck the system and spur the exact opposite image that y'all trying to put on her, that her booty jiggle was too lewd, what do y'all think she's gonna do? Any guesses? Swordfish 3.
Hey, look, fam.
Mhm.
I don't know. Because she didn't put the motherfuckers out there and it was ample opportunity to do. If there was a place I thought you was gonna do it, I thought you would have did it there when you was doing the scene. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck this girl finna do. I'm not even gonna ride that girl about that. I'm just tired of motherfuckers being hypocrites, and that's what I was getting to. Y'all just hypocrites. Stop being fucking hypocrites. You're mad about what?
Dicks. Boom, bada, boom,
No,
boom.
I'm mad about dicks. They didn't even peep. They didn't say shit about him. I don't know.
But, I think Donald Glover has he's reached a new level of weird. Now it's just like weird for weird's sake. This show is.
Weird for weird
I
sake.
don't think he's weird for weird's sake. I gave my motherfucking postulation earlier before you came. Pause. That this nigga is just. If you could figure out who he's biting, you could see what he's doing. Like in this one, he bit Alfred Hitchcock and fucking Jordan Peele. He just like let me do some old esoteric, avant garde, Sundance Film Festival shit. Some Nope shit. Let me do Nope if Alfred Hitchcock was to write it.
Yeah, but Alfred Hitchcock wrote actual uh dramas. He wrote actual suspense in his horror films. There was actually mystery, question. There was surprise. It were elements to it that brought you through an array of emotion. This
Yeah,
is not what Donald Glover is
anger.
doing.
We went through a rare emotion here. Anger.
Nah,
Pissed.
I went through nah. Realistically watching this entire fucking series, all it was just 7 episodes of a tense moment. And it was just tense moment. You didn't break up any of the tense moments with some levity. There was no you don't do the things that the people that you're naming, or the person Alfred Hitchcock, he's not doing the things that he's named. I've watched, you know how many Alfred Hitchcock shits I've watched? A lot.
I didn't
Probably
say
like
he
7.
completed the
Probably like
fast. I'm just
7,
telling
but
you what he does is he parrots niche motherfuckers and
I don't
hope
even think
motherfuckers.
he's doing that.
He's
Because
Drake.
Alfred Hitchcock doesn't do weird shit. He does twisted shit that makes sense because of the twisted person you're talking about. Donald Glover just inserts ridiculously weird shit for weird shit's sake that it'll have nothing to do with the actual story.
Look, I'm trying to tell you like this. So I figured this shit out a while ago. If you look at his stand up, that nigga he does his best impression of Damon Wayans. If you look at Atlanta and you reverse Huey and Riley, and you may earn and Paperboy, Huey and Riley, that shit ain't nothing but the Boondocks.
I don't know what you just said. I've never connected Atlanta and the Boondocks. You make who, what, and where?
You make Earn and Paperboy, Huey and Riley.
Okay.
That ain't shit but Boondocks.
I don't
He bites shit and he makes it his. He tries to make it his own.
I'm
He
with you
just
on the hey bite shit. I'm just
right.
not connecting what you connecting to it though.
You won't. It's
I
next
am.
level shit. Okay. But yeah, Paperboy ain't shit but Riley. Fucking Earn ain't shit but uh
Huey.
Huey?
Huey. Yes.
I don't know. I don't know. The shit's just weird. It don't make no fucking sense. He wastes our fucking time. You know how many slow pans through rooms that this motherfucker does He does all the cinematography tricks that everybody
Cinematography
tries.
of
Man, Joe, the
of
cinematography tricks that everybody does to try to create suspense, but that's all he does. And
he
then
of
and then just couples that with just weird shit in the story that has nothing to do with the progression of the story.
of he does the cinematography of Alfred Hitchcock and the weird shit of Jordan Peele, and he makes movies. He tries to bite motherfuckers that he think people ain't gonna know he biting, mash them up together. He's the Drake of he just does Drake. He parrots other people's shit, and he takes what's hot in the moment, and he even with Atlanta might make some shit hot in the moment that people wasn't even thinking about. That the original motherfucker, he Jay Z. I'm not a writer, I'm a biter for myself and others.
I think
He
Donald
just doesn't
Glover.
do it well.
I think Donald Glover is what you get when motherfuckers get get creative control. When he doesn't have creative control, when he got to answer to a motherfucker that'll rein this shit in, it'd be incredible. First, what, 2 seasons of Atlanta? Amazing. And then he heard all the amazing shit. And then people start, well, I guess we gotta give him freedom because this guy's a genius. And then they give him all the freedom to do shit. And what does he do? All of the rest of Atlanta that nobody wanted to see. I still have not completed Atlanta. I have a compulsive completion
Disorder.
disorder. I'm in no rush to go watch the rest of Atlanta.
Telling you, fam, once you read the sunken cost fallacy, you'll free yourself. I've been free from that for years. Years.
Yeah. So this motherfucker made 7 episodes of a show that could have been 3 episodes, 3 half-hour episodes. It could have just been that, and we would have been fine. We'd have been fine. He inserted the penultimate episode that wasn't wasn't none of the shit we was watching. It was all the the motherfucker did some he was so meta with it, but it was all the story within the story about it as if it was real. And then they went back to the whole cloth fictional shit.
Nigga,
Well, you took a whole episode and wasted my fucking time. You put a number on the screen to a suspect who I don't believe is a fucking suspect at
my
this point.
nigga. Y'all done brought Miss Mason in this shit. Sergeant Mason. I was done when they done brought Sergeant Mason into
Who
this
is that? I don't know who that
bullshit.
is.
Oh, from First 48.
That was the
Yeah,
detective?
that wasn't a
Yeah,
real one, but that was her
it was.
archetype.
No, that was
Hmm.
her archetype. Okay, I'm finna say.
Yeah,
Yeah, with this girl, and they
fam. When they
perm
brought
activator. I
Detective
knew it was a black
Mason
chick.
in this shit, I'm like, this nigga here. And they kind of threw me for a loop when they switched to the real, like without any type of warning.
But it
Real, quote
wasn't.
unquote.
But it wasn't real.
Again, air quotes.
But it wasn't real.
But after the episode that they he did that in a very Atlanta way. Spoiler alert. After the Mr. and Mrs. Harrison uh
After that shootout,
after the shootout, and then to go right into the real scene, it was kind of like it negated all of that Hollywood shit to couple with the fourth wall. It kind of like negated all of that shit. If you're not gonna even give me a semblance of that shootout in the real scene, like you took complete and total luxury with the whole shit. No,
Everything was
hell
creative
no.
license. The entire shit was drawn out of whole cloth. They never explained any of the scenarios, any of the story. You could have told us what happened to these people if they were real people that you were basing this off of when you went to the vignette part, the fucking The Office. Hey, look, damn you, The Office, for making this documentary style. shit so fucking popular, but it does not need to be done every time that you think it needs to be done. It just doesn't. But that's how they shot that episode. So it made you think that it was real till you started realizing that, yeah, nobody was really involved with this shit would talk like that. Oh, this part is fake also. What the fuck?
It's like he just wasted that opportunity.
You wasted that opportunity. You could have drawn all of this to these real crimes that you pieced together to form a narrative of one individual serial killer. You could have done that. I'm so fucking tired of watching shit on TV that could have been good.
I don't know why this just stood out to me, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 23, 2023.
Oh, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 23, 23. Damn. That was 1, 2, 3, 5. Hey, it was short lived.
Short. I had to wait for you to stop talking though, as remotely. Before
Hey, look, hey, look,
you took up 75% of that.
hey, look, hey, look, I didn't, but don't worry. It'll happen again in 11 hours and 59 minutes.